Hi kids, how are you? Today, you are going to learn about adjectives and its 3 degrees of comparison. This is based under the most essential learning competencies of Grade 3 English under Week 1 of the 4th quarter. Are you ready? Let's do this. Let's pull up the next slide. But before that, let's have a short review about making inference. When we make inference, this should be reasonable and logical guess based on a text, picture, or content. Now, if you are going to make inference, you have to look for a clue. Plus, what you know. This could be based on your experiences, and that will be the time that you can now make inference. Okay? So now, let's move on to our main lesson. Now, we will be talking about adjective. What is adjective? When we say adjective, these are words used to describe or modify a noun or a pronoun. Again, these are words that are used to describe or modify a noun or a pronoun. Now, adjectives can be in the form of attitude or emotion, color, size, shape, odor, texture, sound, number, weather, and many more. Okay? So now, let's have some examples of adjectives. For attitude and emotion, we have friendly, brave, kind, industrious, and helpful. For color, we have black, blue, coral, green, and pink. For size, we have big, huge, large, little, and short. For shape, we have boxy, oval, round, square, and triangular. For taste, we have sour, sweet, bitter, and salty. For odor, we have fragrant, aromatic, scented, and sweet smell. For texture, we have bumpy, furry, slimy, smooth, and squishy. For sound, we have faint, harmonious, loud, pleasant, and quiet. For number, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And for weather, we have clear, dry, foggy, rainy, and windy. Alright? Now let's use them in phrases. We have beautiful girl, pink dress, big house, square house, sweet food, stinky fish, rough surface, pleasant voice, two voice, and clear sky. Now the words that are underlined are called adjectives. Okay? So, let's use them in sentences. She is beautiful. She wears a pink dress. We live in a big house. SpongeBob is a square-shaped sponge. I love sweet food. It smells like a stinky fish. The wood has a rough surface. The singer has a pleasant voice. There are 2 boys playing in the garden. I thank God for a clear sky. Do you understand? Well done. Now let's talk about the 3 degrees of comparison. The first degree of comparison is positive degree. Again, say it loud. Positive degree. Well done. When we say positive degree, this is used when there is no comparison of persons, places, or things. Again, this is used when there is no comparison of persons, places, or things. Examples: small, tall, and old. Now let's use the word small in a sentence. Anna is a small girl. Small is the adjective under positive degree describing or modifying Anna or as a girl. Alright? So that is positive degree. There is no comparison. Now let's have the next degree of comparison. We have comparative degree. Again, comparative degree. Well done. Now, when we say comparative degree, this is used when comparing two persons, two places, or two things by using the clue word than in a sentence. Now, we form the comparative degree by adding er at the end of one or two syllable adjectives or more for other two or three syllable adjectives. Examples: you have smaller, taller, and older, more handsome, and more intelligent. Do you understand, kids? Well done. Now, let's use them in sentences. Number 1. Anna is smaller than Pia. So in this sentence, Anna is being compared to Pia. So when we are comparing two persons or two places or two things, it falls under comparative degree. So we should add er or the word more. So the word small will become smaller, plus the clue word is than. Okay, so for number 2 sentence, Mark is more handsome than Miguel. So in this sentence, Mark is being compared to Miguel. That is why we used more handsome. Alright? Well done. Now let's have the third degree of comparison. The third degree of comparison is superlative degree. Again, superlative degree. This is used when comparing 3 or more persons, 3 or more places, or 3 or more things, using the clue words such as of all, of them all, and among, and the like. Now, we form the superlative degree by adding est at the end of 2 or 3 syllable adjectives or the word most for other 2 to 3 syllable adjectives. Examples: smallest, tallest, and oldest. We also have most handsome and most intelligent. Alright, now let's use them in sentences. Anna is the smallest pupil of them all. Now you have the phrase of them all, and Anna is being compared to her classmates. That is why the adjective falls under superlative degree, smallest. Now, the second sentence, Mike is the most handsome among his classmates. Mike is being compared among his classmates. Now, the clue word there is among. Mike is being compared to his classmates or among his classmates. That's why the adjective should fall under superlative degree. Most handsome. Do you understand, kids? Well done. Now, for adjectives ending in Y, we have to change Y to I and add ER for comparative degree and EST for superlative degree. Alright? Just like the table that we have here. You have the adjective pretty under positive degree. Under comparative degree, you have to change Y to I and add ER. And for the superlative degree, change Y to I and add EST. Pretty, prettier, and prettiest. Noisy, noisier, noisiest. Lazy, lazier, laziest. Do you understand, kids? Well done. Now let's have another examples. We have 3 columns. The first column is for positive degree. For the second column, we have comparative degree. And the third column is superlative degree. Large, larger, largest. Big, bigger, biggest. White, whiter, whitest. Proud, prouder, proudest. Late, later, latest. Ugly, uglier, ugliest. Sexy, sexier, sexiest. You also have beautiful, more beautiful, and most beautiful. Cheerful, more cheerful, and most cheerful. Okay, now let's pull up the next slide. Now, in studying the rules of the degrees of comparison of adjectives, there are still common exceptions, such as the adjective good. Under comparative degree, it will become better. And for the superlative degree, it will become best. Bad, worse, worst. Ill, worse, worst. Lil, less, least. Less, lesser, least. And much, more, and most. Alright? Now you just have to remember these adjectives. Okay? Well done. Now, remember, kids, when we say adjective, these are words used to describe or modify a noun or a pronoun. Adjectives can be in the form of attitude or emotion, color, size, shape, odor, texture, sound, number, weather, and many more. Now, there are 3 degrees of comparison of adjective. The first one is positive degree. This is used when there is no comparison of persons, places, or things. Number 2 is comparative degree. This is used when comparing 2 persons, 2 places, or 2 things by using the clue word than in a sentence. We add ER at the end of 1 or 2 syllable adjectives, or the word more for other 2 or 3 syllable adjectives. And for the third degree of comparison, we have superlative degree. This is used when comparing 3 or more persons, 3 or more places, and 3 or more things using the clue words such as of all, of them all, and among. We add est at the end of 2 or 3 syllable adjectives, or most for other 2 to 3 syllable adjectives. Do you understand now? Well done! Now my question, kids, are you ready for activities? Let's do this! For activity 1, complete the table below. For activity number 2, choose the correct degree of adjective to complete the sentence. You just have to write the correct letter of the correct answer on your answer sheets. Now, for activity number 3, fill in the blanks with the correct degree of adjective in the parentheses. For activity number 4, fill in the blanks with the correct degree of adjective in the parentheses. Now, for activity number 5, look at the picture below. Use the correct degree of comparison to complete the sentence. Now you have to send your answers in our English classroom, okay? So, that's all for today, kids. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye!